Welcome back to episode 2 of the cheap Bronco build. So the goal and the purpose of this build is to get a cheap Bronco, modify it to compete with much more expensive Broncos out there. Now, this is a good guinea pig to test a lot of theories just to kind of prove people wrong and prove people right. Now, something was itching in my head to say, what is the biggest wheel and tire you can fit on a factory non-Sasquatch Bronco? Now, if you didn't know, the Sasquatch package is something that you can option on every Bronco, I believe, except the Wild Track. It's a 2-inch lift, 35-inch tires, skid plates, you get lockers front and rear. There's a lot of extra stuff in there that is worth the money. It's a $7,000 package. Now, if you want that look, but without spending that money, now let's kind of test some theories to see what and how big of a tire you can really put on a base non-Sasquatch Bronco. So let's get into the recipe here. So I went with the RPG perch collars. These are $249 for these billet aluminum collars that go over the shock absorber, and pretty much what it does, it preloads the suspension where it takes that rake out and it levels it all out. It's a very popular upgrade in the Raptor community. Raptor guys do this all the time. So they actually offer for Broncos, and that's what I went with so I can clear some good tires. Now, as you just saw, that this kit requires you to disassemble the front suspension, a little bit of the rear suspension, and take all 4 coilover strut assemblies out and put the collars on. I'll have a detailed instructional video exactly how to do this step by step. It will be posted on the Mad Hatter page, so I'll put it in the description down below. Now, the next part of the recipe is removing the crash bars. So there's one that is right behind the front bumper, and then there's another one near the firewall. So the one near the firewall, 2 bolts. The one in the front bumper is 4 bolts. There's 2 that you can see and 2 that are on the bumper itself. Now, to the whole reason we did this is to fit the 17x9 fuel off-road ammos that are wrapped in a BFG KM3 in a 37x1250x17. These wheels and tires are much bigger than the factory 16-inch wheels on the 30-inch tire.
See how much it droops, how much it compresses. Not even that much, bro. Yeah.
The foot comes in handy.
So apparently, according to the internet, this is something that you shouldn't be doing to your Bronco. So this is a base non-Sasquatch. So doesn't come with the lift kit, doesn't come with the lockers, doesn't come with the 35-inch tires. This was a base on the 16-inch Steely. So pretty much what we did is like the budget 37s kit. So first thing is RPG off-road 2-inch collars. They go on the shock assembly, put those front and rear. They add 2 inches in the front, I think like 1.5 inches in the rear. I'm gonna put the specs on the screen. Next we did fuel ammo, 17x9s. These wheels look pretty good. This isn't a true bead lock. This is like one of the fake bead locks. I'm not gonna be crawling this thing, so it's not that big of a worry. If I want to get bead locks, I'll probably buy some used Raptor wheels and convert them with the bead lock ring. These are BF Goodrich KM3s, 37s. I didn't want to do no 20x12s, 24x12s. No, I want big meat tires, big meat Larry Hoover. So it's pretty much what it is. Other than that, what else we modified? We have a burger tuning kit coming for it. It has 5% ceramic all the way around. The front has a brow. But other than that, that's pretty much how we modified this thing. So this is just your basic, hey, I'm broke, but I want 37s on my base Bronco. This is exactly how you do it. Full lock. Full lock. Absolutely no rub. Now, I'm not gonna go 30 miles an hour at full lock. People, oh, you need to go faster before it's gonna rub. No, I'm not gonna fucking go 30 miles an hour and flip this bitch. But yeah, it doesn't rub. Like, if you do any type of daily driving Any type of normal driving, it doesn't rub. I need to get forescan, and I need to take off all these chimes because it's absolutely annoys me with these trucks. Now, most important of all, what do you sacrifice by doing something like this? So number one, ride quality. It's a little bit firmer, but it's kind of excusable for being an off-road vehicle. Number two, MPGs. The best MPGs I got with a 400-mile road trip was 24.8 on the 16-inch steelies and 30-inch tires. Now, trying to do my hardest to just get the best MPGs, I can't get over 17 to 18. It's not a lot of rolling resistance, but there's more wind resistance by being lifted a little bit higher. There's more exposed tire, and the wind is just kind of pushing against it. It's a fucking brick. So what do you expect? Next thing, when it comes to road noise, these tires, for some reason, I guess that's just how KM3s are, don't have any more road noise than the factory wheels. Broncos aren't the best when it comes to road noise anyway. The top kind of has some wind buffeting a little bit. And also mine is, I have no muffler on it right now, so I can do all those snap, crackles, and pops. So other than that, I didn't have any more increased road noise. So the kind of the livability inside of it is pretty much the same. This just looks cool as fuck. Like, I guarantee, like, every time I go to a gas station, every time I pull up to a parking lot with Tacomas and Jeeps, everybody stares at this thing because it's not super lifted, and it has big ass wheels and tires. So it looks cool in my opinion. I think other people may be looking at me like this guy is an absolute idiot, but I'm having fun. Now, also to mention too, I have the 373 rear gear ratio. So it doesn't have the best takeoff, especially with wheels and these heavier wheels and tires. The takeoff lags, and whenever I'm on the highway, I have to manually put it in 9th gear just to kind of get the best miles per gallon. If it shifts all the way to 10th gear, it likes to hunt a lot. It likes to go from between 10th and 9th back and forth, and I don't like it doing that. I don't want to burn up the transmission. So essentially what I do is I just throw it in 9th in manual mode. I'm Gucci. But other than that, I am happy with this. So shout out to everybody that helped with the build. Shout out to Matt Hatter Garage. Shout out to RPG Off-Road. And yeah, we're going to do some even more crazy stuff. We have tuning and more boosts on the way. Stay tuned. This build is about to get crazy.